So we're going to talk about this year's Nick Brown Life Achievement Award winner, which is Mr. Howard Bowker. And we're going to do a little brief background on Mr. Bowker.
So that's your slideshow, right? Oh, yeah. How'd you get this?
Background. The big brief background, if you look up here, he's the author of 2 books, and he's done many, many articles. I think it's over 60 in coins and 60 in stamps. And he was an honorary volunteer curator at the Smithsonian National Collection in 1958. And let me do the slide here. And in April 2010, we started donating his collection to China. So the first one was in Shanghai, for the Shanghai Mint Museum, which at that time, YQ Zhang was the head of the Shanghai Mint Museum. So we donated 139 pieces of ancient coins and also struck coins at that time. And then in 2010, we donated additional 212 Chinese banknotes, and these banknotes and the coins were actually encapsulated by PMG, actually, so the Beijing Banknote Printing Museum, including one of the really rare Henan 1000 cash. That was actually the discovery note at that time. And in 2011, in May, we donated 84 coins, also encapsulated by NGC, to the Shenyang Mint, which is the oldest mint in China. And we followed that up with an additional 37 coins in March 2015 of coins related to the Shanghai area, from Shanghai, Zhejiang, Anhui, and including several very, very rare coins from this area. And then earlier this year, we reached an agreement with the German museum, and we shipped over 6,000 coins to Germany with the assistance of the Kunker company. You know, the coins are actually, I think, in German customs right now for a Chinese exhibit by the Halle Museum in September of this year, which will run to the end of January next year. And then we did another donation recently in Shanghai. We gave them an additional 24 coins of the Republican area. And then we're working to have additional coins donated to the Smithsonian National Collection for next year. So it's been a 9-year kind of a process, and we're very happy that it has done really well. And now the coins are in China, in Europe, and now you will be in the US next year on the new acquisition area in the Smithsonian. And basically, this is the letter from appointing him as a consultant to the Smithsonian, and also he actually, when he was there, he curated the famous Glover collection, which was donated to the Smithsonian in the late 1800s. It actually was the foundation, it was a national collection at that time. And then we have a couple books that he did, and these actually are quite rare now, you know, and we would like to let people remember he was actually, according to our friend and historian Bruce Smith, he's probably one of the most important numismatists in the Chinese area, but he was kind of almost rediscovered, you know, since we started working on curating his collection, help donating the coins, and reality, we're very happy that to work with the family. So I think we would now we'll make the awards. Robert, why don't you make all the committee's member come up?
Sure.
Yeah. What do you invite the committee members to come up?
Will the committee members please come to the podium? We call Marilyn Dormant to the podium. Marilyn is Mr. Bowker's granddaughter and very involved in the family estates, benefactory donations to many of the museums in China and around the world, so every numismatist can share what her grandfather had built over a lifetime. Marilyn, on behalf of the Nicholas P. Brown Committee for the Advancement of Chinese Numismatics, we award your grandfather, Howard Franklin Bowker, the 4th Annual Nicholas P. Brown Lifetime Achievement Award. Mr. Bowker was a giant of his time in early Chinese numismatics, and his work has been rediscovered and appreciated more so than ever in the past several years as the museums which have benefited from the family's donations have discovered. So we thank the Bowker family, we thank Marilyn, and in memory we thank Howard.
My grandfather was the sternest man I ever knew in my life, but he was the most loving grandfather a kid could have ever had. Every time we went to his house, my grandmother taught us things about coins, also about stamps. You might not want to hear about that, but they taught us a lot of things and wanted to make sure that every time we came to their house, we learned something. And so for my grandfather to be honored today for his research work, it means a lot to our family, and I think it would have meant a lot to him. So I thank you all. On behalf of my mom and my sisters and my brother, we're really proud to be working with Michael, and all the things that Michael has done for our family over the years is just amazing. He is a fine man, and so anything that's happened because of my grandfather being rediscovered is now because of Michael, and everyone needs to recognize Michael. So thank you, Michael.